Right, this time we are doing game against Katago on 3 handicap stones. Last time we did 4 handicap stones and we still won with around 70 points. And I was surprised we still won. I think we got lucky. I unintentionally survived with one group. Let's get going. I'm pretty sure we are going to lose this one for sure. Played the 4-4. So I think this time I won't be able to win like the other games in which I just won with a huge center, because this top left group will be running into my center potentially. I'm thinking about just invading instead of approaching, because once I invade, I might be able, I will live in a corner and I can attack the wall immediately afterwards. It depends on if I get center afterwards or not. I'm gonna try it. I might go for the Dammelhane and take the corner back. I want to be super safe with this group and make sure it's alive, so I'm going to push again and then approach from the other side is my idea. I don't think the two-space extension on the fourth line is actually connected, but going on the third line is too low, I believe, in order to pressure this cutting point. So I think I need to play this d7 here. I'm going to do that. They are running to the center. I see. This essentially protected their cutting point. When I cut, they are going to attack from e9 and essentially are going to like mini ladder me into this f8. So the first thing to think about is always life and death, and I'm essentially thinking about if I can threaten life of these two groups somehow. Else I would just play for my own groups here. I'm thinking about e9 peeping in. If they respond on d9, I can extend to e8 and pull back and connect with this down here. And I think they are pressured to connect after that, and we got center. They could also react with, if I peep with e9, they could also react with e8 and try to seal me in. Seal these two cutting stones. This cutting stone essentially in. This e9 peeping stone. I think that works, as in I can survive with these stones by running out. Like I play e9, e8, I extend to these d9 and run here. They keep extending on the other side to d8, c9, c8, and I connect up with b10. And then they got the center, I think. No, they didn't. They didn't, because these stones are going to be an Atari. They need to connect on e10. They could also just sack these two stones, right? Because once I take them, they can connect via g9. We also made this side much weaker with that, with such a play. I think they could also just ignore it, and once I actually cut, they could do the same sequence on e8 and pressure to cut these stones out. So these stones can still slide onto b7 maybe, and this might create one eye. Another eye might be created on the right side here. Probably playing for the corners is the biggest right now, because I don't think I can threaten life efficiently. I think this right stone right here is my weakest group, so I'm going to do the walnut extension here. I see now they can jump even further, or it's safer. Pretty sure we have to play b11 here to survive. I think we need to connect. The left side has the biggest potential. Yeah, so let's build my main issue is my memory is that this right stone could potentially run into my influence here. I prefer this tree stone wall here in order to have less weakness once he invades here or something. It also connects up nicely with the L8 stone. This corner is also still open. I'm thinking about bending here first one time and then doing the extension here. This makes the invasion play here weaker, right? Let's do that. Could also one space jump. I don't think it's worth it, like I don't think the influence is good here. Gonna try to go for territory. We've seen this before. I think the correct response is c5 and keeping him low. You can bend on Hano on b6 and our cutting point is automatically secured. Also prevents the connection of these two groups. But I will give him a big corner. Well, not that big, I think. It's half the corner, I think. Let's do that. No, it's more than half the corner. I thought they would play c2. I see why. If I play c3 in order to try to cut them, c4, cutting me into me attempting to kill them with b3 will result in the d5 double Atari play. And if I don't react, they are going to, like, if I connect, they are going to eat up the stone that cut. Let's do e3. If they play c4, I can always connect, and they're going to get the entire corner now. You have to aim after they connected back up on c3. We have to immediately aim to convert this into territory, I think, by stopping the running from this center group. Probably I'm looking towards attaching or f6. The danger I'm envisioning right now is that this group is going to keep running and threaten to connect these two groups, and then I might have trouble living with this one actually. But I believe I still have enough room. So let's see. You need to connect here. I see. This is nasty because c6 is also a weakness. I think d6 is good because it fixes two of the weak points. There will still be e4 that is a bit annoying. But I think if e4 is played, I can play c3 and threaten these three stones here in order to take the corner back and live. Problem is this running group will get bigger and connect up, and these stones are going to get threatened in order and actually be threatened from my base. So I might, but I think it will take too long. I think I will have time to connect these. Now we can't do that play anymore, and we might need to fix the weakness. My first instinct was g5. I actually have a double weakness here, right? If he peeps, I need to connect, and then he can cut. So I need to make sure these cutting stones are dead for sure, and do not connect with the central group. f6 might also work, which is also efficient for stopping the momentum of the top group. I think this works. Now attacking my corner. I have to read out how many turns I need in order to connect it here, and how many turns white needs in order to disconnect me. But from what I'm reading, I'm already disconnected. These are already disconnected as of now. If I do one play, he might be connected. So we might invest one play here into threatening the corner and connecting ourselves up at the same time. L6 is what I was thinking initially, but I feel like I think it is threatening. But what am I threatening? I don't think L6 is that much pressure. I think they can just ignore it. I think H9 is good, and I don't even care about him taking my corner here. Because I'm threatening the cutting point with this, in combination with the E9 play, peep. If he responds with E8, I can run towards my H9 stone. I extend to F9. If he harnesses me with G9, I have the Atari on G8. He connects, and I capture the stone, and these two groups are going to be connected. I'm going to do that. Seems a bit unconventional because I'm losing so much corner, but because I believe that these are disconnected and that I can't do immediate pressuring plays to actually prevent that. Because if I just do a connection play here, he can run into my center or take my corner, which seems too slow. Yeah, the problem with this peeping play is on e9 is that it is not center. Or once he connects, if I play e9 and he connects, I need to save the stone. It depends if he cares about this e8 stone essentially. If he connects, I can also run towards f9, which cuts off the stone from this group. It's still Gote though, and the question is if this is bigger than this reduction here, which is going to happen if I ignore this. You might Hana on J3, and I will have to do this reduction on the fourth line, giving him the entire second line territory. Let's count. Yeah, I think the bottom is bigger. This is about 6 points. This is like 10 points. Maybe it's not 10 points. Maybe it's 4 points. Ah, no, it would have been 10 points if I ignored it. But reacting to it only gave me 4 points. As in 10 points for white and 4 points now for me right now. Difference of 6 points. I think I'm going to pressure the top side group now. I think if he cuts, worst case I can connect from the top, but I also think I can just ignore it and connect under, and this cutting point I think won't kill me. So let's do that. Let's peep on e9. And then we eat up the f8 stone with the extent on f9. Now my plan afterwards was to bully the top side more, but they did this kind of thing here. I think them doing a Hana on L9 is very big, and this is still disconnected, so I do have 2 cutting points right now, this one and this one. So there are mainly 2 plays I'm thinking about. One is just defending here, either the regular connection on J3 or the tiger's mouse on H3, or doing a play on the top side like L10. Because we could also Hana on L11. The Hana makes everything else around it a bit more unstable, because he can, after the Hana on L10, and I do the M10 essentially capture, the J10 Atari forces me to extend to K9, with which he could push a bit more and make some more weaknesses on this left side. So I think L10 is the next base play. Oh no, wrong play. Can I go back? Yeah, I'm going to do undo. I just misclicked, sadly. Yeah, this is what I already read out. I do the cut on G8, and I think this time we don't even need to do E8. I'm going to do G8 first. And now we need to think about how we want to, if we want to save this, like if we need to play a defensive move here. I think we need to, yeah, because E8 is threatening to take these 2 stones. We will sadly have a weakness on H8, which can threaten to cut, which is bigger. Like, we can always sack these 2 stones. Yeah, I think the Atari sequence is quite nasty. It's going to take a lot of territory away here from this side, and I will need to invest more turns in order to connect these up. So I do believe I need to sack these 2 stones. Question is if I do a direct connection or H7 or J8. I think the direct connection is better, because else he's going to do G7 first, force me to connect, and then take these 2 stones and reduce me more. Okay, apparently that was not alive yet. I didn't even know. I'm pretty sure this is connected now too. So we just have to. I think this is big. The clamp here might be also big, but I think it is a gote. I clamp, he extends. I need to play A11 maybe in order to survive up top, even though I get these points here essentially. So maybe we do that later, not now. I think the fixing this weakness might be the most value right now. This stone can still do the monkey jump to G1. I'm pretty sure this cutting point is not real, like I can save it. And playing on E2 is even going to make me more certain of it. Is the top group even alive yet? Of white. No, I don't think it's alive yet. If I play E8, I save these 2 stones, and I'm also taking an eye away, which pressures the top side here. He might be pressured to extend more. Let's do that. I was muted the entire time. It was pretty bad. I can make this a co, right? If I play on B13. But I don't have any co-threats. And I think they have a lot. But it's my only option. This is my vital point, right? So let's do that. Is it even a co? No, it's not a co. I played it wrong for the co too, I think. I just try. We should give up. Should we give up? 13. Yeah, we should give up. It doesn't show me how many points I lost by. I guess it doesn't show it. There, the score graph. 50 points. Wow. Yeah, it all started with the kick and not being connected. But it wasn't only that. I also didn't think about life and death shapes. So I think this game was a good learning experience. Let's look. Oh, opening apparently was still good. Mid game is where I fall apart, and end game was terrible too. You can probably go pretty fast here because we made some very obvious, like super big mistakes. So we should probably focus on those. Hmm. Uh, I thought that this was a weakness. What would have been inside here? 1.9. Why am I not connecting here? Can't white play inside here and reduce me by a lot? Let's play somewhere else and then see what happens if white is actually... I mean, yeah, white is playing here in order to reduce me by a lot. Now I'm connecting. I guess somehow this is still alive. Yeah, I have to make sure that I get the shapes right. Let's go back. This was apparently a mistake as well. Did I do that? Yeah, I did the extension here. They wanted me to pressure the top group more, so playing less for the center essentially. I guess this wasn't playing for the center either. I just wanted to make sure I get this. So this was essentially on, once this was alive, to keep the attack going. I thought this wall could be weak too if once white would have played here. Let's see what's happening. Maybe the reasoning is that once white is actually playing here, that this is going to give me a wall, which is reducing living space for this group even more. It's about the same point mistake that the prior move was from black. Alright, let's move on. Okay, this was apparently another mistake. I thought it was an efficient way to connect and pressure these top stones at the same time. I guess I should have... They want me to be more aggressive, essentially. Pressure these top group because it just doesn't have ice yet, and apparently this inside play was also threatening. I thought this cut would have been pretty bad for me. Like, how is this supposed to live? What's this? I'm capturing it. But what if I do a Kusumi? Ah, I see. We can still get out. This was apparently another mistake. Wait, didn't I play this? I don't remember playing L9. Ah, I remember. It's the move I did an undo on. Because I clicked on the bottom one by mistake. That's why it shows this first. Uh-huh. This is what I read essentially, and apparently it's a big mistake to Atari here. I think the idea is... what's the idea? The idea is, I think, to sack this entire section here. Like, not think about this as a black territory and probably play here, right? After this trading. Or just gonna play like this. I see. I think this is a simple variation of this. And I'm still connected, and these cutting stones are still dead. But why can't I play this? Oh, I still have 2 liberties in this variation. I see. Let's go back. Connecting here was apparently another big mistake. Or mistake. I think I did way bigger mistakes this game. I don't really quite understand this one. This open because if I don't defend this, doesn't it open up the entire center? I think the reasoning has to be that we are reducing eye space for the top group. And after 6 is played, that killing this group. Does it kill this group? Let's see. It's not killing it. So I don't really get it. I think the idea is that we get center. Yeah. If white plays somewhere else, this is immediately dead, apparently. Okay. Yeah, life and death is tricky. I have to think about it more. Kind of winged it in the game. The clamp here is another mistake. I think the clamp was mainly a mistake because C9 was such a strong response against it. Yeah, this makes sense. That's why B8 is I see. I've read it out wrong this entire time. These two stones always had two liberties. I've always read it out as if they have only one liberty. Yeah, the kick was a big mistake. But apparently not as big as it's only 3 points. So it was somewhere along that happened after it. Why is this done? Yeah, this is sacking the kicking stone essentially, which I should have done. I don't understand the value of this though. Let's play somewhere else and see. Let's just play here and I see. This clamp is threatening to connect with these because I still have a weak cutting point here. Let's see what happens if I do this. Yeah, I see. Okay, I get it. I do this in order to prevent the connection here. And this stone didn't give me as much value because these two stones still were weak to losing liberties. Yeah, I thought too aggressively on that one. This was apparently my biggest mistake. Because I'm prioritizing the wrong stone. This stone is like only 1 point and didn't even see these Ataris here. I think I played this one like out really fast too, so I didn't I just read it out wrong and then I played it out immediately. They want me to sack the top side instead, I think. Which in hindsight, I think was correct because we saw how much was reduced. It wasn't only these 4 points, it was like until here. And it even barely connected. They didn't want me to extend. I see they are probably valuing this territory. And I think we are still connected because we eat this one stone here. Yeah, it's still the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. They preferred this. I thought this would be weaker because this stone would be left alone. I see. We just followed up, and then this stone is safe. Yeah, that's a better shape. Yeah, I remember. This is what happened. Playing in the middle prevents them from running out and getting more points. But what if white is doing this? Then we can connect. Okay, I get it. This was apparently another mistake. I overvalued the connection of these. Yeah, this is threatening to take this one stone, I guess, which would have threatened me. So it's essentially a co-threat on either side, right? And if I would have played it first, it would have been a co-threat from my side, maybe. I think that's the reasoning. This doesn't really threaten anything, it's just protecting. Yeah, this didn't end up as I thought. I didn't really connect with anything. Yeah, looking at this is pretty obvious too. We just sacked this one stone and saved these two stones, which is more value. Blocking here was not a mistake yet. I mean, this would have been better, but it's not as many point loss that I would lose everything. So it's still savable. Yeah, I didn't see the top left there. I could have still made it a kill, I think. Why take the others down? Yeah. Let's go back. I don't get it. Why is the stone taken? I thought it would just be a false eye. Oh, I think I see it. Is it a liberty race? Am I trying to prevent this top group from having an eye? But it seems so easy for it to get an eye. I understand it, I think. I get it. I get the reasoning. I don't understand everything, but the reasoning is to play on the top right side. Where is it? Like after this. To play here is to try to take the two eyes away. and then you get co-threads to make this less worse. And I think I'm not sure yet, but I think the reason why it's not such a large point loss is probably because black has more co-threads. Alright, we lost pretty hard this time. I think it was mainly the thing is, before we made the major mistakes, we were like 2 points off, so we would have probably lost without the major mistakes too. But yeah, better luck next time.